Hey, welcome to Roadless, the show about Jeeps and everything off-road. I'm Steve King, and today, on a little break from the cold weather, we are going to install seat heaters in Scott's LJ. Bought a kit on Amazon with the seat heater carbon fiber, the whole wiring kit, switches, everything. And on his Jeep, it's going to be a really easy job because he's got Bartech seat covers, and these can go right underneath the seat cover. If you have factory seats without a seat cover, you can still take the seat covers off. It's just a little bit more work than doing it on a seat cover like the Bartechs that are already on it. So let's get to work. All right, so no more cold butt, no more cold back with this system that we got on Amazon. So these fit really, really nicely with the TJ LJ seats. And basically, you can see it comes almost up to the front. We're gonna tuck it in here a little bit. We'll run the wiring down. And then this main wiring harness is gonna run along the console, will come up by the steering column, and there will be a switch on the steering column. This kit covers both the driver's seat and the passenger seat. So you've got one of these for the bottom. You'll have another one that goes on the back of both seats. The wiring connects together, comes up to this handy dandy little switch right here, which I really like. It's one of the things that I really liked about this kit is that you have individual controls for left and right. Passenger and driver are separate, and you've got 5 different settings for how warm it is. And where this will be on Scott's Jeep, either person can kind of get to it, but the driver has the most control over, you know, what it is. It also will only be activated when the key is on. So you don't have to worry about leaving your seat heater on and then having it drain your battery. That won't happen as long as it's key on 12 volt. So, all right, let's start getting this thing together. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stick this down to the bottom of the seat, get one for the back of the seat. I wanna get the owner involved so that we don't like stick it someplace he doesn't want it, so to speak. Hey Scott, yeah. Come on over here. I'm gonna stick this to your dashboard. Let's put this, I just wanna make sure I don't screw something up on your Jeep.
Okay.
I know how meticulous you
are.
are.
That would be an issue.
Yes.
You want to back a little?
Sure, whatever. So we're gonna stick these down, and you want it tucked back in a little bit.
Yeah, probably. Don't you think about there?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no need to have heat back up under
No.
there, but I kind of want
No.
the wiring back so that this is more towards the edge. That puts it here.
Yep. So if you're happy with that, why don't
Yeah,
we,
right there.
we just pull the
Stellar.
tape off and.
Stellar.
Now that Scott has successfully
Extruded.
that off of there. All right.
Is that about where I had it?
Yeah.
I say it's good. You know, do you know the key to the passenger side? I don't ride over here.
What? Is
I don't
that you
ride
don't
over
care?
That's the key to the passenger side. Will you reach behind and grab the wiring?
Yep.
I don't want to pull it too hard.
I got it.
Okay.
Make sure that goes through. Perfect.
Yeah, good.
Nice. Now, some of these seat covers will have a pocket inside that these could actually be put in, but this is a perfect way to do it. You just stick it down to the cover that's already there, or if you were doing this on factory covers, you'd have to remove all of this, stick it down to the foam underneath. So, a little different, but this is gonna work great. All right, let's get the one for the back. Oh, that's gonna be nice.
Oh, it's warmer
Look at
already.
that. You know what? I would run this without seat covers now. I would just run it like this.
It does look nice.
It
It's got a
does.
sanitary look to it.
I'm sure those
like
wouldn't dirty up at all.
Like a doctor's office.
All right, so
It's a shame, but if you're going to cover nice seat heaters, you do it with some Bartech seat
Bartech,
covers
exactly.
from our friends at Bartech.
See? How easy is that?
Well, other than the peeling part.
The
it wasn't
peeling
bad.
part was the hardest part so far. So we've got the seat heaters in underneath the Bartech seat covers. Jeep Dog helping us out. So now we're on to wiring. So these are the 2 connectors for the seats. So you've got one going to the driver's seat, one going to the passenger seat. This is going to run under the console, will come up to a connector, this connector, which will connect to the switch that is going on the dash right by the steering column. Comes through here. Most important, you should do this with anything that pulls a lot of electricity, a lot of power, a lot of amps. Use a relay. This kit comes with the relay installed. It's just a standard relay. So what you have is a power wire, an activating wire, and then a ground wire. And so the power wire comes to the relay, it activates the relay that allows the higher amperage to go through and turn on the seats, warm them up. So we're ready to start putting that in. Does it tell you in the wiring there?
Nope.
I would assume it didn't.
Trevor, do you speak Cantonese?
This is Mandarin.
Oh, this is Mandarin. Never mind.
Oranges.
No, I don't. Wait, but you sit back down. Come here. Come on.
Well, then I'm gonna run it down the length of the console, not tuck it, and just plug them in, and we'll test it.
Okay.
And I just have to do the wiring.
Okay.
That's the only way we're gonna be able to know, and we'll get a 50-50 chance. If it's
I'm going to
I
assume.
tuck it.
I'm going to assume that they're going to say the shorter of the two is the driver's side, because you're going to assume that this switch is going to go to your driver's side.
Doesn't say on there.
I'm
either,
just
does it?
guessing.
Yeah. Oh.
So the instructions to the kit and the wiring diagram don't really tell you which side should be for the driver's side and which side should be for the passenger side when it comes to the switch. They're different color wires, but we don't really know which one's which. So we're gonna temporarily, before we run all this and make it look all pretty, we're gonna temporarily hook it up to a battery, turn it on, and see which one heats up. And then if we got the wiring right, perfect, we'll hide it all and make it look all pretty. If we don't, then all we have to do is just switch the leads that are behind the seats here, that wiring, switch it, passenger to driver, and then we've got it. Just getting this far. Okay, so let's put these two together, because that's your activation wire.
Teamwork.
Agulator clips. Scott's Jeep's got a Tuffy console in it, which is a great console, really secure, really safe. However, it really contours to the floor really well, and because of that, on the wiring. So what we're gonna have to do is just unbolt the Tuffy console, pick it up, because we want to kind of hide the wires under the console. So we're gonna pick it up, unbolt it, pick it up, we'll run the wire back there, and then we'll run the wire to the dash, and we're just about done. All right, so we finished up the wiring. We've got it all buttoned up. We've got the two seat heaters in, passenger and driver. The wiring's run underneath the Tuffy console. We have our switch. It is all mounted. Everything's to the battery, and it works really, really well. It takes about 4 minutes for them to really warm up to a high heat, but dude, it's gonna be a lot warmer on a cold Nebraska day here. So that's awesome. He actually has it set up so when he does a remote start, it'll also warm up the seats if he has them on when he turns it off. So you can do the remote start, come out, your butt's all warm, it's a good day. Thanks for watching Roadless. We'll see you next time.